Yo, how are we doing? How are we doing? Live again. I'm gonna turn my mic down a little bit. Not too far from 2K. Yeah, we're slowly approaching. But yeah, how we doing? I slept in today like crazy. Yeah, not doing too good. I mean, I am doing fine, for the record. Man. Cool. So what is the plan for today? Let me quickly check my phone, because I totally did not have the entire time up until the point where I was streaming to check my phone. But, you know, dropping the Discord link in there, much appreciated. I will pin that for now. You know, these pins will quickly be removed and such. Euclid, what's up, what's up, what's up? Sister, how we doing, how we doing? All right, today's a very special day. Today's a very special stream. Man, we are going to get some serious progress done on this rat. All right, I'll explain everything very shortly. I'm just kind of letting the chat build up for a second. Good, what about me? I am doing pretty good, which is rare. It's not rare. I'm fine. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm just kind of chilling. You in computer science program? I used to. Now I'm kind of just chilling. So research. Yeah, if you saw my post in the off-topic section of our Discord server is pinned in the chat currently and linked in the description. But I did some serious research for this rat, and the stuff that I'm going to be implementing, very big brain. Cosmodium. Mo Bimson with the big brains, that's what I'm talking about. Cosmo is the computer science program. That's what I'm saying. I am the program. Oh, you're talking about embedded systems? No, I don't. That's not my forte. Let me show you guys my screen. First of all, wait. I did it right. Let's go. First of all, I made a new playlist on the channel called Only Rat, and it has the videos from our Only Rat progress. So if you guys want to check, or if you guys aren't up to speed, you know, these are the other. This is the current episodes. So I try to keep them as short as possible, so they're around the 2-hour range. Yeah, my favorite movies. But yeah, I'm gonna close this because I don't think I need this anymore. Let me go on VS Code. So I came up with an idea. All right. Dang, the chat is crowded. What's good? What's up? What's up, people? Feel free to jump in the Discord server. We hang out with Flu Cosmo in the group. Love to have new people. Yes, join the Discord. The Discord's really cool. I can't even lie. I love that place. I'm on there like every day. I know Matsu's on there as well every day. Electronics I have to learn about Cosmo. I will. I mean, I know about it. Like it's not like my first. Like I built a. Y'all want to see something cool? Hold up. All right, y'all. So this is like an aquatic submarine I built. The tail fin is broken, but it used to like pan back, kind of like a shark tail almost. And then you can see the electronics in there. I can take it apart. This thing's like half broken, but it still works, which is good. I know that didn't make that much sense, but we're just going to pretend like it did. And then I have like units in there, wires, the whole nine, and then like a buoyancy motor. So it's like this big underwater drone that works with buoyancy. super nerdy and not that cool, but also kind of cool if you're into that type of thing. It also has like an infrared controller, but the thing is like infrared, it doesn't go that good underwater, so it's like you know, at least last that I checked it doesn't, but yeah, her name's Roxanne for the record. Love the bot chilling in the back. Yeah, he's flipping all of you off, by the way, just so you know. That's his middle finger. I need to like turn him back on and do some stuff with him. This code half broken but still works. Half broken but still works. That should be like the new company slogan. Looks cool, dude. Really appreciate. All right, where was I? Yes. So I have an idea. Actually, let me go back on my face. It's easier to explain. So here's the plan, right? We're going to have the rat, and the rat is going to, of course, be run on the system and then maneuver through the directories and shit for staging. And then what it's going to do is it's going to do a reconnaissance scan, right, on the computer. It's going to give us basically just the IP address and then like users and shit, which we can use to kind of like maneuver in our console. Actually, I'll show you. I got the key thing that allows you to like kind of like a stream deck, but I always forget which button does what, so I have to like stop and think. Basically, we're going to have like our Python only rat .py, right? And what basically what's going to happen from here is that we're going to have a configuration file, right? Let's say it's blue Cosmo dot, is that CFG or something like that, right? So when we're appending this file, this is going to contain like the rat, like our target IP address and stuff. And the rat is basically going to send this to us. So the rat's going to go on the computer and then send us this information. So when we run this, we are basically, or this should be Python 3. We're not doing Python 2, we're doing Python 3. But when we run this, it's going to look through this information and then access the rat within this computer. And then if we want to, we're like, cool, that works. I know we obviously don't have that file. But then we can have a whole archive of just different configuration files from rats we've installed in different people's computers. So let's say we install the rat on, you know, Bob's computer. The rat will remotely send us a bob.cfg file, and then we can run it on that computer and get remote access immediately. So that way we can have multiple targets in one program to connect to them all. Super cool. Cool room, appreciate it. Yeah, the room is like super swag. A lot of posters and stuff, and then the pops, and then my crossbow. Just random stuff in my room. I'm sorry. Guy Fawkes mask, the whole nine. Yeah. But that's like the plan today. Today we're getting remote access. So how are we getting remote access? Well, what we're going to do is have the rat create a hidden administrative account, and that hidden administrative account will be used to like partition the system, not partition, but like basically conduct all the like things that we need to do or need the rat to do. So it's going to enable like persistent SSH. It's going to do any directory hiding, all that, and we'll have like basically a hidden administrative account on the system. Pretty cool. So that's the goal. And hopefully by the end of today's stream, we can get that done. So fingers crossed, you know. And yeah. So is the rat going to be undetectable? Of course. It wouldn't be much of a rat if it wouldn't. We got to make sure this thing is as covert as possible. Hey, tell the boy to chill down or else I'm Oh, he's talking about the robot. Tenbeiser versus the robot. His name's Rubix, by the way, like the cube, but it's spelled like Rubix, I think. Yeah. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get not talking. I don't. Bro, I haven't streamed. My streaming skills are like slowly deteriorating. I think I'm just getting like worse and worse like each stream. So what on earth are we doing? Oh yeah, so I did some research and now I have like this little research file for my little notes on how I want to implement certain functionality. So what's the first thing on our roadmap? What's like the first thing we do? Add an exception to the temp folder. Oh yeah, so our temp folder is kind of like our working directory, so we need to add some exceptions into there. Would love to see System throw hands with the robot. I can program it to fight. I don't know if y'all are even interested in robotics. Should I do like basic robotic stuff on the channel? I don't know. MMA hacker fight. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get our, not the install, that PS1. What's the right file I'm looking for? Close resources, initial.cmd. This is what I'm looking for. Which one is adding the exceptions? I think this is right here. Yeah, so add exclusion path. Oh my gosh, my English is just terrible. I still remember there's this one commenter on one of my videos who corrected my grammar, and it was just hysterical. Oh my gosh. It was like a whole like paragraph and a half on how bad my grammar is. Cosmodium has found this cool store with a bunch of cool stuff. You should check it out sometime. Yes, if you have not seen the Cosmodium CS Cyber Store, it's quite a cool land to check out. I'm not wearing my System hoodie. I literally got it out of the laundry like 2 hours ago, probably. Make a video on Windows internals. Actually, yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah, definitely. Oh wow, what's a System hoodie? What was I doing? Adding it to the temp directory. Yeah. Can I just do the environment temp variable in here and just call it a day? Environment temp. Is that how it works, right? Environment temp. Because this is a PowerShell, right? So environment temp. Let me copy this and go onto my Windows machine. All right. So if I do this, perfect. Oh, that's awesome. That's literally perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. Word for word of what I needed. So we added that exclusion path. Perfect. And all right, so the first thing is off the list. We added an exception to the temp directory. What's next? Finish advanced staging for remote connection. All right, this is what the video is for. This is what we're doing. This is the whole point of this stream. It is to basically get that remote connection. So we need to get persistence SSH, admin account, and that registry, so that we can hide the account, and then start doing that reconnaissance scan. Cool. So cool. So how should we send it back to us? We can either do SSH or SMTP. I feel like you guys would probably use SMTP more because I know newer hackers might be more familiar with email over SSH. Remote connection obviously going to be through SSH, but the rat's automatically going to enable it for us, so we can just not have to do work. We're lazy, right? We don't want to do work. The rat will do the work for us. Cool. So let's go ahead and get started. Make a C2 server. No, because I want you guys to use this, and I don't want you guys on my servers. But it will have like command and control. Or are you talking about like Cloud C2? Because like, oh no, I don't think you're talking about that. Because I know I did not set mine up right. My Cloud C2 server is not set up right. Persistence SSH. All right, so the installer, right? This thing right here is basically going to do all the rest for us. So we have that random text generator. Let me make sure. First of all, let's disable the self-deletion partition or abilities. So make directory and cd into that path. Awesome. So we'll make that directory. But before we do that, I want to make sure that if I go ahead, was it malware, and then cd into projects, only rat. All right, so cd into files, and then what we need to do is PowerShell. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Cool. So can we do a / on the installer.ps1? Yeah, let's. Oh yeah, I forgot it's gonna like do this. Obviously we need to comment this out. I probably made some random directory somewhere in my computer. All I need to do is just echo. So we'll do an echo on this and then another echo on this, just so that way I can see if it's going to I need the function. How do you echo the do I need to add the parentheses? I literally forgot how PowerShell works. Is it like that? I don't think that's right, yo. Oh, do I just save it as a variable? WD. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do a $WD, and then can I Alt Shift down? Bro, how come Alt Shift down does not work? Or is it like Control D, Control Shift D? Oh, there it is. Control Shift D. That's why it's not working. Okay. I honestly forgot how to duplicate lines, so we'll just call this RD to be a little bit more fancy, and then we can do a $RD. All right, perfect. So work. All right, so it does create different text each time we run it. That whole thing was just to make sure that was working. This is the level of programming I'm coming to. Hey guys, I'm gonna go to sleep. See y'all soon. The fight with Rubik's is coming soon. Bet. I can't wait to see it. So we're making this path. Now what we need to do is make the administrative account and then create admin for our SSH-ing, and then where's my SSH code? Or did I hide that in my README? SSH, yeah, so my SSH syntax is right here, and then all right, so the first thing we can do, let's enable SSH onto the computer. Persistent SSH. Get some rest. Would love to. Would hate to see that bot knock you down like that. That's funny. Cool. So right here, we're basically enabling persistent. I literally forgot how to spell persistent. Persistent SSH. I hope that's spelled right. Persistent. I don't know. It doesn't matter. You guys get the idea. Awesome. Great. What's next? We need to get the IP address. At least local first, and then we'll worry about remote. Well, remote technically doesn't matter as long as we can get both, because if we have port forwarding, we won't have to worry about it. So that's on you guys, not me. Cool. I'll probably have to do the actual IP address thing off screen, but I can get local. Can't wait to use this on people. Yeah, as long as we use it on people who have we have full permission to test it on and such. I promise you, this is for educational purposes only. So we're enabling persistent SSH. Now we need to actually create the user. All right, so with our user, we literally just have like creating a local admin syntax right here, which is great. This is just amazing. So So yes, with the Stack Overflow, of course, I just modified it to work a little bit better. And this is create local admin. All right. For rat. LOL. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cool. So let's reformat this so that way it isn't as, AV detectable. My side scroll does not work anymore, I promise you. Or did I just not include the F here function? Oh, okay. I thought my side scroll wasn't working. So Control H. We'll just call this create account. And then create account. Is that used properly? All right. Oh, not the CC create account. All right, and then can we, whoops. All right, cool. Yeah, new local admin is a very big eye raiser, so let's call it something else. We'll call it the uname probably. Local admin, we'll call this uname. And then capital password, we'll obviously need to replace this. We'll call this P word. Don't say the P word. Sounds like all right, cool. Then creates the new local user and such. Awesome. Right, verbose. We don't need any verbosity. Verbosity, I like that word. Hold up. Verbosity. I might use that somewhere. All right. Description, temporary local admin. It's not very temporary. This is a very. All right. So I don't want to actually call it. Oh, so for like if this account were to be discovered somehow, we need to figure out like a good description. So like the username, when I'm thinking, I had only rat, but now I'm thinking like Windows guest or something, because guest might be taken. Like there might be a user named guest. You know what I mean? So calling it Windows guest. Security by obscurity. I promise you it's the most secure way to secure anything. I promise you. I was wondering if you got a degree for cybersecurity, if it was. No, I do not have a degree. I am going to college next year. I'm 18. You're a lot better than coding than most of my class. Appreciate it. Yeah. We're also going to need this basic default password. Only rat. Only rat is the default. Oh, it needs to be a little bit more secure than that. We'll do only rat in camel case 123. There you go. That's the most secure password you'll ever see in your life. I promise you. Oh, wow, that's super. Yeah, thank you. I've been hacking since I was like 12, I think. I started off with malware development, and then I kind of just expanded from there. But malware is always in my heart, so that's kind of why we're building this rat on stream. All right, is there anything else I need to do? Appreciate the random spam from this random bot. I should leave that in there. Actually, not already removed it, but so yeah, where's the roadmap? What on earth is the roadmap? All right, we have the persistent SSH accessed. Oh, we need to add the registries. Ugh. How do we build the registry? All right, where do we create our? All right, so this is right here is where we create. So create admin user, right? That's for a rat. This creates creates local admin for rat. I'm gonna have to like literally remove all of these comments once we finish, because you know, AV running like strings and stuff. But you know, we're just gonna leave them in there for now. Does your college program make you learn about computers from the ground up? If you're asking about me, I'm going to college next year. I'm going to the United States Naval Academy. And well, technically I had to do like this like prep school thing beforehand, but after that I'm going. But they have some cool cybersecurity operation. They have a cybersecurity operations major, which is pretty cool. That's like one of the main reasons why I applied in the first place. I also gone to like Georgia Tech and other places, but the main one I'm looking at is Academy for now. So in the group of administrators. All right, so we'll call this okay, Windows guest as an administrator is kind of sketchy. Oh, we can just give it a random username, right? Can we just use the random text function right here? Perfect. Random username. Yep, just something random. All right, cool. And we're definitely going to have to write all this information down in a file for the configuration, so that way we don't lose track of anything. Yeah, I'm hoping, you know. Cool. So I think for now, for testing, I can keep it as like a general name, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. So what did I need to do again? Registries, right? Registries. So we create the user right here. So after this, we should probably create the registry. So registry to hide local admin. Cool. So what we're going to need to do is run it. How can we get this right? Do I have the registry saved here? I do. Where is my registry? Registries. Yes, the hide user registry right here. This is exactly what I needed. Oh, that's literally exactly what I saved in my notes. I am trifling. Let me copy this. How can we do this, right? We could write the registry. Good stuff. Appreciate it. Dang. All right. I get so lost so quickly when I'm programming. That's why I have to have a roadmap, because I'll literally forget what I'm doing. Cool. Let's get back into whatever the heck we were doing. And in case if you guys are lost, I will explain my code shortly. Let's just do this thing, right? And then you have to like echo each file out, or echo each line out. Wait, is that right? Yeah, echo, and then echo, and then echo. Yeah, and then we have to take that output, and then we can save it as $ registry name. Registry name is equal to random text. Got to keep the obfuscation going on. And then we can save it to a $ registry name and then .txt, right? Oh no, .reg. Yeah, all right. Why is this erroring? Unexpected token. Well, if I have one here, I'm gonna need one here, no? You know what? Maybe it's just being weird. Maybe it's just, you know, Windows being weird. For these PowerShell and command strings, where did you learn this from? Researching. Where did I learn this? For the most part, I'm self-taught, but I'm sure you can find a ton of stuff on YouTube. Did my camera freeze? What on earth? How did my camera freeze? Hold up, 1 second. Let me fix my camera. All right, there you go. Sorry about that. I know why it's broken, but let's, you know, it's on its last legs. I'm so sorry. What was I saying? PowerShell, yes. But there's plenty of tutorials online. I know John Hammond has a whole thing on like command line and PowerShell, so you can definitely check out my man John Hammond. Logan Elliott, this guy's a prodigy. Hey, appreciate it. He's been programming since a youngin'. Yeah, I mean, I try. So sorry, it froze because of me. I know your power, your just sheer awesomeness is just freezing my camera. Okay, I think that will work, right? So if I do this and then we do a, oh, we have to create a Visual Basic script to confirm. Oh, can we run registries in PowerShell? Does anybody know? Can you run registries in PowerShell? Because it has like those pop-up boxes and stuff with like confirmations. Let me just open up Visual Studio in here. Oh, look at this old code. Yeah, we're just going to close all of this, all the things. Yes, all my old code. I can even close this for the record. All right, so we're going to make a new file, and then we're going to call this proof of concept.ps1 instead of ps5. No, I'm fine. So the only thing is we need to create that random text function in here that's in my actual code. There you go, random text function. Copy. All right, and we can throw this into here. Why on earth did it format my code so weirdly? I have no idea. So, according to this, this should work. That's basically my point. Is this in my downloads? So if I'm CD downloads, only rats and list proof of concept. All right, cool. So I can't speak English. I am so sorry. I think English is like my second language. Missing a closing parentheses. Oh, am I missing a closing parentheses? Where am I missing a closing parentheses? Because we have an opening one and a closing one right there. Am I missing one in here? How am I missing a... That is so whack. Huh. Where does it say it's missing it? Missing closing parentheses. Is that line 10? Is that what that means? Line 10? Oh, does this need to be like one word? Oh! Oh! Wait, hold up. Yeah, I think this needs to be one consecutive. Whoops. And then, yeah, okay, I think that's right. Correction, I hope that's right. Let's try this again. Let's clear this, and okay, you still don't want to work. That's fine, you know. I won't be hurt by this. Can we like shift tab these maybe? Alright, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then tab this over. Tab this over. What? What? You're awesome. Hi, Shin, Darren, Seth, Michelle, Nick, Alice, no. I recognize like Darren and then Shannon. Oh, I recognize this. No, never mind. You're talking about Hack 5. Yeah. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. 9. What parentheses is it? Do you guys know what it's talking about? Because the other thing we can do is just create a registry file and then download it off of our web hosting and then just run that. But the thing is with the registry file, right? If we just like make the registry file, like if I do, like this is what the registry, I can't speak. This is what the registry file should look like, right? If I like zoom out, maybe, let me zoom out. Yeah, that's what it, okay. Yeah, I was just making sure I wasn't tripping. Yeah, so this is what the registry file should look like. And if we like run that, like it's going to bring up like pop-up windows and stuff, right? If we do downloads, only rat, and then where's our registry file? Where's our registry file? Where is our registry? Hide user registry. If I run this, right? It's going to say like, hey, do you want to do this? Yes. Okay, right? So we need to make sure that works. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing? How we doing? But yeah, this is like the hide user registry that we're just trying to build. Why is it saying that I'm missing a parenthesis though? That's what's confusing me. Am I missing any of the syntax in here? Nah, that's all the proper syntax. Oh, wait a second. Is there a missing? Oh no, it's not. Never mind. Huh. I guess PowerShell just does not like me, which is fine. We can't all be heroes. Anyways, let me figure out what's going on with this PowerShell. Unless if we find a way, I think what we should do is just create like the registry file by itself, and then we'll download it onto the computer, and then we can use keystroke injection from Visual Basic to format it and run it, or we can run it in our PowerShell, right? So let's try running this in our PowerShell. Instead of this, let's do our /hide users registry. Okay, so you still have to answer the pop-up windows. Okay, so it will still bring up the pop-up windows, so we'll need Visual Basic. So what do we need? We need to hit Alt-Y. Alt-Y. Can I do an Alt-Y again? Alt-Y, Alt-Y, Enter. Got you. Cool. So if we do a new Visual Basic script file, we'll call this register. Or let me remember this. Alt-Y, Alt-Y, and then Enter. Just so I can remember this. Control S. All right, we'll save this as a confirm .Visual Basic script. Cool. All right, can I remember my keystroke injection from Visual Basic script? I did make a video on this. I might watch my own video so I can remember how to do this. It's like set, oh my gosh, set W script equals, isn't it like create object and then W script dot shell? I hope that's right. I really do. And then it's like W script dot send keys, and yeah, all right. I think that's right. If we just do, which one's Alt again? Alt Y. Control Shift D, Alt Y, and then Control Shift D because we need to do enter, right? And there you go. I think that's going to do it, right? I hope this works, honestly. Alt Y, enter. So what we need to do is, where is this? So this is going to be in our files. Confirm .vbs. Do we download any other files off the internet in this file? We do not. So let's go on our wget, and we're basically just going to copy this line right here. Let's copy this whole line, and we're going to drop this. Where's this error coming from, by the way? Did I do like some really bad code or something? I see a whole lot of red. Playboy Cardi reference, I know. Alright, so instead of building the registry, forget that. Windows doesn't like that. Windows is not messing around with this. So instead, we're going to have to do it the not so fun way. Alright, so we're going to have our $. Alright, so our Visual Basic script that we're going to use to run it can have a random name, right, sir? Alright, so we'll call this VBS script equals random text. And then we'll have the output file be a VBS script dot VBS. That's right. That's right. And then we're going to use this to run it. No, wait, we're installing the registry file, no? Alright, so we're going to do, what's the name of the registry? Did we even make the registry yet? No, we didn't. Alright, let's just take this older one, right? We're just going to rename this one. Let's rename this. Alright, this is going to be renamed to admin.registry. Yep, admin.registry. Put in the files section. Perfect. Alright, that's what we're getting. So what we're doing in our installer is we're grabbing this admin.registry file. There you go. And then we'll output it as a random name .reg. So this indeed actually needed to be called reg file. Let's call it reg file. Reg file .reg. All right. There you go. Now what we need to do is download the Visual Basic script. So Visual Basic script to download, or to install, or to register. There you go. To register the registry. Boom. All right, so now we're getting another file, and this file is going to be our confirm.visual basic script. And then what we're going to need to do here is create the VBS file equal to random text, and then we're going to output this file as a $VBS file dot, of course, VBS. It's pretty straightforward. There you go. I think that's good. So we get this, and then what we need to do is $. All right. So now what we can do is install the registry. There you go. All right. So now all we need to do is a ./ and then we can run our what's the name of it? Oh, our registry file. So our reg underscore, so $reg underscore file dot reg, and then another $VBS file dot VBS. There you go. And that should, in theory, install the registry. Will this work? I had no idea. I had no idea if this is going to work. But you know what? We're just going to kind of hope and pray and kind of just, smile and wave. Hope it works. So we have, I would just run you guys down the code really quick because I think we're getting closer to finish. What happened? Oh, I'm on the wrong file. Okay. We're getting close. All right. So we created the admin account and hopefully the registry. So now, we should be able to hypothetically SSH into it. All right. So if this works, I want $1 million. So let's git update this whole thing, and we'll just say attempt 1. I think I can just do this. All right. So if we go on the interweb and on my GitHub, here you go, only rat right here. If you guys want the code, okay, it is not done. It is not done, but not done. But here's the code anyway. All right. Cool. So attempt 1. Hopefully that should work. So let's go over here. We can close our PowerShell. We can keep that file open. Actually, we can close this little thing. Go on our downloads, and in theory, if we run the only file we need is this initial file right here. So let's hope this works. If we run this initial file, I probably should have like opened up the other what do you call it? Windows. Yeah. My English, I promise you guys, I have like the worst English that you'll ever hear in your life. Let me figure out. So if we go to our local users and then users, and then yeah, you can see all the so it should have created a randomly named user, but it didn't, so it probably didn't work, unless if it's trying to continue. Yes, delete all the things. All right, so our main user, then we go to app data, and then roaming. Let me copy this path while we're here. And then Microsoft, Windows, and then start menu, programs, and then startup. The fact that I have that memorized makes me very, very happy. Cool. So it has the registry files in here and the installer, which is good. Great. Let's delete that because it's not working the way I want it to. And then we can go to this path. We'll actually need to go to local, and then our temp directory, so we can see, yeah, so you see this random file right here that's empty. That's not the plan of this whole thing. All right, so let's try to get this working now. But SSH should be working. Like if I were to SSH, I could probably do it, but I don't have a user. Awesome. Cool. It's crazy how much work it takes to hack a Windows machine. Yeah, it is some serious work. But we're close. We are close. The only thing we need to do is add the registry, and we'll basically be done. So with the installer, right, I can show you guys how it's working so far, right? This function basically just creates a random string of text. The only purpose for this is for obfuscation. So that way we can name files different things while the computer won't understand what they are. This function, very beautiful, creates a local admin. Pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's just PowerShell, just in a function format for our needs. And then we'll create a user with a random name and a password obviously only rat 123, the most secure password you'll ever see. Ooh, that rhymes, so you'll know it's true. Then we have us trying to download our registry and save it as a random name, which we did. So actually what we need to do is go ahead and before we start installing files, let's get this in our working directory. So go to our temp directory and then make a working directory. So we'll cd into our new directory. And then we can invoke web requests so we can download the registry. Then we can download the Visual Basic script, I think. Oh, Visual Script script.ps1. Yeah, that's why it's not working. VBS file. All right, perfect. So that should work. And then we can install the registry, right? So it will run the registry file and then run the Visual Basic script. The Visual Basic script probably won't work. We probably need to make this have some more delays. So we can do, was it wscript dot sleep, and then we can have it sleep for, let's say like, let's give it like 1 second, you know, USB rubber ducky style. And then Control C. All right, and then let's have it delay here for about 500, and then delay here for about 500, and that's it. Cool. And this whole thing, this is just confirming the Visual Basic. This is I can't speak. This is installing the registry. That's what this is doing. We can close that. I'm in registry. That looks good. I always keep it 99 because I be lying sometimes. That's weird. All right. So once that is done, we can have that self-deletion partition. We're not going to self-delete it yet. Actually, I guess we could have it self-delete because we don't need to worry about it because our initial.cmd is going to install it for us anyways. So do I need to add that verbosity? Is that adding to any errors when we're creating it? Right, verbose. I think we're good. I think we're good. We don't need to trifle. All right, let's hope this works. I'm kind of just, you know, create account. Awesome. Let's hope this works. Let's go ahead and back onto here, and if we run this, you'll see some files popping up and down and stuff. Yeah, there's wget. All right, got the installer. And then, okay, so something I noticed it's not doing is, if I refresh, hello, oh, did my VM just freeze? Hello? Hello? Whoa, did y'all see that? All right, anyway, oh, I don't have access to this folder. All right, so this is the new file, but it's empty. Why is it empty? Interesting. What we can do is, oh, let me, we'll make a new section right here. All right, we're having one more. Look how many file explorers I have open. Like, this is like absurd. Hello, down, perfect. This is so hard to understand. All right, and then users. Fresh. All right, so what we'll do for now, for the sake of testing. Oh, wait a second. Did I like even like push it to the GitHub? That's probably, I didn't push it to GitHub. That's what I did. So I'm dumb. Let's just do attempt 2 because I am dumb. Yeah, so sorry about that. Let's try this again. Oh my God. All right, I don't know if that worked. So let's refresh this. See if we can find a 5-letter file that doesn't belong right there. Okay, so why is that not working? Like, why is the universe? Why does the universe hate me? That's the real question. Let me let's look at our code. Good old code. So we create our random administrator. Only rat for the win. Only rat you'll ever need. Maybe my administrator code is not working. Maybe it's because I took out my verbose code section. So let's do that. Let's add that. Create new local admin process. Awesome. Are you going to be doing any giveaways? I don't know if I mean, sure, yeah, why not? I will do one. We're actually quickly approaching 2,000 subs, so when we get 2,000, I'll do a giveaway. We all want like Cat 5 gear. So random user. All right, that's fine. And then we create. So instead of creating a user with random text, we're just going to create a user and we'll call it only rat. This is just for testing. Only rat will be the name. Hopefully that will just work. Custom made rat for the giveaway. That's funny. Make directory into our path. So what is our path? Oh, we don't have the variables yet. Oh. That's, oh my gosh. Is that why? I am such a good programmer. I promise I am. With a nice GUI. This is just going to be like a shell script, kind of like Metasploit console or MSF console, right? All right, I think that's good. I think now that I'm done being dumb, I think that will work better. No promises, but all right. CD into get location. Oh, so that's the current location. Oh, got you. All right, so let's go ahead and attempt 3, right? Okay, so let's delete these, and if I refresh this, all right, so these are our current users, right? Hopefully, you can get this working. Let's go ahead and run this initial file. I got the installer. It create a folder somewhere in here. All right, so that's our folder right here. Let's go. It got the files on here. So wait, did it create the? Okay, we're getting closer. It didn't completely work, but it got our registration in our Visual Basic script. If I run this, will that work? Oh yeah, you won't really know for sure. Oh, wait. Oh, that's like UAC stuff, isn't it? Oh, unless if we have like execution policy bypass type thing. Let's look at the wget. And then so it runs a window style hidden, and then it gets the installer, and then adds these exclusion paths. And then can we do a, how do you do this? Like, would it be power? Alright, so we'll do that, and then we can do a PowerShell, and then PowerShell.exe, and then tac window style hidden, and then tac EP bypass, right? So that way we can bypass the execution policy. Hopefully that one-liner is solid enough. Let me see. All right. So, what is this? Attempt 4? Attempt 4. Let's do this. Let's do this thing. If I refresh here, attempt 4. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's all right. So let's go ahead, get out of here, and delete that generated file. Ugh, I cannot speak. Awesome. So let's run this initial. Alright, so I think it created like, yeah, the random file with those. So now we need to make sure it runs the, I can't remember my words. And we need to make sure it runs the registry. Thank you. Alright, so it does this, and it does this. This doesn't seem to work. So what we're going to do is move this, right? We're going to enable persistent SSH first. And we also need to make sure we're creating this admin user. So let's rewrite our create admin shell code. I mean, PowerShell code. I forgot PowerShell code and shell code are like two completely different things. Where is my research.markdown file? All right, by the power is invested in copy and paste. All right, yeah, let's get this old version. Copy. All right, and now, in theory, oh my gosh. Anyways, let's paste this here, and I know that's sketchy. I know it is sketchy, but we're just going to pretend like it's not sketchy. All right, I promise you, AV will ignore it. Attempt 5. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and delete this file or folder. Yeah, if I like refresh this, yeah, it didn't create the new user. So let's see if this should create the new user. All right. Yes. All right. It's doing this thing. It's doing this thing. It's doing this thing. How close is the rat to being done? Technically, if we can finish this remote access part, we'll probably need like 1 or 2 more streams. This is like the key part right here. Technically, we have remote access now because it enabled SSH, according to our knowledge anyways. Maybe what it's doing is like something wrong. Can I check this out? All right, so what it should be doing now, right, is it should create our only rat. Let's change that password, right? We'll use the super secure password of only rats. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what we're going to do is when we're running our installer, we're not going to have it be a window style hidden. Instead, we're going to let it show. We're just going to have it be an execution policy bypass. I want to see it. And then what we're going to do is right before we self-delete, I want to pause. I want to see what's going on. All right, let's make this attempt 6, right? All right, cool. So let's go to where's Windows? All right, we can delete anything here. No, cool. So run that initial file and sit back, watch it, you know, do its thing. I might make like a ducky payload to install the rat in the future. Alright, so these files didn't self-delete yet. So what's going on here? Alright. I also didn't show the PowerShell, but I know it ran because it made a random file right here, and it has the files in here. So why is this not working? Why? Oh, you know what we can do? Let's open up PowerShell right here. PowerShell. All right, let's / our installer. All right, what's this error right here? Permission denied. Rec file. Oh, is it trying to like? Access denied. Oh, I need an administrative PowerShell. Gotcha. So let's open up. But that command line makes an administrative PowerShell, right? Yeah. So let's. This is not an administrative PowerShell. Let's make it administrative PowerShell. Run as administrator. Yes. All right, there you go. Let's copy this path. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 11 minutes. This is fundamental. This is rudimentary. This should not be this difficult. CD. Oh, I have to put it in the double quotes, right? All right. So now if we do / installer. Interesting. Take your time, please. Okay, so now I hit the pause. So let's look at this, right? What's going on here? So we run the installer. User only rat already exists. Okay, then there shouldn't be a problem. Wait, so does that mean we can SSH? It created the SSH. Oh, we don't need to have that. Wait, that means we have remote access, though. Right? Right, guys? Get firewall name rules. I think we can cut this out. I don't think we need this. Get firewall name rules. Yeah, because we're not setting service. Yeah, all right, we're good. What we can check out though is look, do we have? Hold up, let's get the. Do we have remote access? If config. Oh, IP config. Sorry, Linux users. I think we have remote access. 168.151. That's my global IP address, guys. If you ever want to find out where I am. Let's try SSH. So SSH into only rat at 192.168.1.50. Oh wait, hold up. Let's go, people. Claps in the chat right now. Let me see you guys clap. We have remote access. We do a PowerShell and then ls. Oh, yes. Look at that. All right, so let's cd out of here into the users directory, and we can go into our red row main user. And yeah, so if we cd into like their downloads, we can see all their downloads, and then we can use SCP and stuff. Oh yes, remote access, boys and girls and pals. Oh, finally. Okay, so we have remote access now. Oh, that deserves a drink of water. Alright, so we have literal remote access into our Windows machine. So now we can just append commands through SSH in our RAT, and we're good. So what was the other error that I had? Okay, so it's not recognizing the names of the files. So what we can do, yeah, David Self is indeed Matsu. But yeah, we have remote access, all right? I am very happy about this accomplishment, okay? We can literally like, wait, so look, this right here, this is my terminal. This is like my Linux terminal, right? What we can do, let's create a file in their downloads directory. We can echo hello world to hi.txt file, right? And if we go into the virtual machine, into the downloads, right there is a hi file, and it says hello world. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. All right, cool. So now that we have persistent remote access with the administrative account, we can actually start setting up the reconnaissance scan. Oh, that is such a good feeling. All right. Now that we know it works too, right? So now what we need to do is install the registry, right? Because now if I hit like the Windows key and I hit this, oh, the registry is already there technically for the only rat user, but technically you would be able to see it if it was a different user. So what we need to do is in our VS Codium, there you go, VS Codium. Let's, instead of renaming these files, we'll just keep their names for keepsake. Or we can give them obfuscated names, so that way they're not as scary. So let's rename our admin file to Windows Registry. We'll just call it WREV. There you go. We'll just pretend, we'll make it pre-obfuscated. Why have generated content when we can already have pre-obfuscated code? All right, that's my philosophy. All right, so we can do rev.reg and then out file to rev.reg. All right, perfect. And then we don't need this registry file anymore. Awesome. And then, yeah, forget about you. And instead, we'll just call this, we need a cool name for the confirmation. C confirming VBS. What is the convert? We'll call it cat culty. Omegle session tonight. Yeah. I love Omegle. Actually, I don't. I really don't. There are so many racist people on there, but I love it at the same time. We'll call this culty.bbs. Why the random file names? Obfuscation, once again. All right, we'll call this culty for confirming alt-y. This probably won't work for that first alt-y, but it definitely will, because that first alt-y is for the UAC, but technically, I don't think keystroke injection through Visual Basic can bypass that UAC. So until then, we'll just deal with it like normal people. So let's go ahead and then download our rev.reg, and then attached to that we can / our cult. Oh, was that the problem? And then the string. Oh, you know what? We're already here, so it doesn't really matter. Just know that I'm dumb. That's all you guys need to know why it wasn't working. It's because I'm dumb. All right, so in theory, this whole thing should work. All right, this should be the final, not the final installation, but this should be close to the final installation process. And then we need to do the reconnaissance scan to get the IP address, send it to us remotely so we can SSH, and then we're done. And then we're done. Now we're not done because we need to build the console, but we'll have remote access, which is solid. Cool. What was I doing? Oh my gosh, yo, I'm so sorry. All right, clear that wget. Oh yeah, so let's go ahead before we do this. Go back to our wget. We can add that Windows style hidden for us again with that execution policy bypass, and it will delete itself, which is good. We don't disable Defender yet, but we will eventually. And it's solid to know that Windows Defender is not picking up on any of this. I'm very happy about that, because beforehand it was picking up on like all the things, but that's because I was trying to disable Windows Defender. So cool. So oh yeah, so I also needed to detect if it's in a VM, so it can delete itself, because we don't want people analyzing our malware. We don't want people analyzing the rat. So if they're in the virtual machine, we need it to self-delete. So definitely something we need to incorporate in the future. But until then, let's see if this actually works. So let's go, wget should work. This thing should work. Yeah, let's go ahead and try this. So we can forget about our remote access. How do you get rid of remote access? Exit. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and do attempt 7. Didn't God create the world in 7 days? I created a rat in 7 attempts. I was not comparing myself to God, for the record. It's a joke. All right, anyways, what was I doing? Let's delete this file. Is there any other files? Yeah, there's probably one right here too. Let's delete this. Is there any other suspicious 5-letter files? Another one. Yep. All right. Cool. We should be good now. Let's go ahead and run it. Yeah, so you guys see this only rat user right here? We're obviously going to hide the file. Let's put that in the run mat. I'm going to forget that. Hide the user. I'm going to forget this. I promise you I'm going to forget this. Hide only rat user. All right. I know I'm going to forget about that. Because the registry hides it from the login page, but we need to hide the actual user. Cool. Did I already? Oh, okay. No, we're fine. I think. You know what? Actually, we already did this. We already did this. Let's run this initial file. Hey man, just wanted to thank you for making videos. They really helped me get a good understanding of cybersecurity as a complete beginner. No problem, yo. No problem. I'm happy you enjoy watching me waste my own time. No, I'm playing. I say waste my own time because I'm a terrible programmer. I'm not a terrible programmer. I'm hard on myself. I'm so sorry I get so lost so quickly. I appreciate the compliment, yo. And I love the username, LOL. No way. Did that just work? It ran the registry. Y'all saw that? The windows that popped up? that worked. Let's go, y'all. We have, okay, now we have official remote access. The only thing we need to do is hide the user. So we need to make sure we can get into the users directory. So C users, and then hide the only rat user. So wget. All right, so where's the installer? So we run the registry, which is great. Now what we need to do is hide our only rat user. So hide only rat user. So we can do our C users, or we need to change directories into our C users, and then attributes. I literally forgot this. I have it in my notes somewhere, I promise. Hide files, right? This thing right here. We're going to hide all right, there you go. What was I doing? Installer, we're going to hide our only rat user. That should hide them, I think. And then once we do that, the rat will be established, right? So then we'll have to create the Python console, so then we can interact with the user. Oh, this is awesome, guys. This is so cool. This is so cool. All right, so that should hide the user. All right, let's do this. So let's call this attempt 8, attempt 8. And then we can go on the Windows computer. Let's delete. Oh, so we should have these self-delete once those are finished as well. So let's delete that random user. Whoops. Delete. I'm just trying to do those now because I know I'm going to forget and be lazy later. Cool. So if we run our initial command line file, all right, and now the installer is installing. We can't obviously see the installation process because it needs to be covert. But once that's done, oh, all right, there you go. And then it should have hit the only rat user. If I refresh this, you don't currently have permission to access this folder. I don't have permission to access. Oh, it's because the red row is like only rat's an administrator. What's the difference between a rat and a reverse shell? Good question. So a reverse shell is kind of just like when, all right, so there's like a bind shell, right? Where you get the, when you basically run a listener on your attacker and then you have it connect to you. I mean, yeah. Oh, you run a host. I'm so sorry. All right. A bind shell is when you're running the listener on the target and then it connects to your attacker computer. A reverse shell is the reverse. So you have the listener on the attacker computer and the target connects to the attacker computer. And then that's like what a reverse shell. A rat is basically like malware, right? So we don't have like a listener where we're waiting for a connection. We're kind of having, it's like a backdoor. Rat is kind of like establishing a backdoor, but you have automated tools, right? So our rat is also not only going to give us remote access. It's basically, if you ever seen like Metasploit console, it's going to be kind of like that, where you can kind of have like a shell, but we all have like tools that we can run. So we can install like something to take screenshots of their screen and then access their webcam and then log keystrokes, steal web credentials, all those things. So that should be what it's doing. But yeah, good question. Hopefully I answered that okay. I'm sorry if my explanation was like really weird and long-winded, but cool. So we do have remote access now, which is good. The only thing we need to do is, because we don't know their IP address, we need them to... Oh, did it hide the Windows user? It did not. How do you hide? Can you make it user friendly so script kiddies can... Oh yeah, it's going to be super user friendly, because the only thing you need to run is this initial, that CMD file, and then the rest will be emailed to you, and then you can just do in your console or in your attacker computer, just do a Python 3 onlyrat.py, and then the name of the file that you get sent to the through your email, and then the rest will just be UI. Just press 0 to log keystrokes, press 1 to do this, that, and the third, etc., etc., etc. So kind of like this, right? So that way you can have multiple configurations for all your targets, right? So you can have, in a hypothetical, situation, like, let me use this in a more ethical sense. Let's say if you have, like, you're a red teamer and you're installing the rat onto a system administrator like computer, so you can have like one configuration file for the system administrator, one for the CEO, one for the front desk, for all the computers on the network. I'm also going to make this into a worm, so the rat will have the ability to spread if you wanted to. So you can do like press 0 to spread to other computers or something like that. So it'll search through all the users, spread to the users, and then it'll start scanning the network and then surfing through the network and trying to get it onto other people's computers. Yeah. What about the webcam? So yeah, I have PowerShell saved for that stuff when we get to it, right? Webcam.PowerShell to kind of see if we can get webcam stuff. But when we get there, we'll get there. But first thing, we have remote connection now, which is awesome. The only thing is the attacker won't know what computer they have connection to. So we need to make it so that way us as the attacker can remotely connect to, because we have remote connection now. Like I can literally do this, right? Use the default password, which is onlyrat 123, and there you go. You have remote connection now. You can, as an administrator, right? Yeah, so we can like, oh, let me run PowerShell so we can have Linux syntax. Right, so now we can list and we can see all the users or all the information here. We can see the ad here and list, and we can see all the. Oh, did it hide the only? Oh, we are the only rat user. Yeah. So we can see the main user, which is red row, and you can see all the stuff that they have there, right? So I can see into that malware video I made it a while back about keystroke injection, right? Visual Basic right there, right? So we have remote connection now. Let me get out of PowerShell. So we have like the actual remote connection to the computer. The rat can do that now. The only thing is when you're trying to get remote connection, right? You don't know the local IP address. So what we need the rat to do is send us the IP address for the our console to connect to. So that rat installed the SSH type at then it installed persistent SSH, yeah. And the thing with SSH, right, is we can also append commands. So let's say if we downloaded the rat downloaded malware onto the system, we can do a SSH this thing, and then how do you do it? You put it in quotes, right? And then you put the like command you want to like run or something like that. I think that's what it is. It's like, let me do dir. I think it's something like that, or there's like attack A or something. Only I know I typed that password in wrong, and I know it's such a simple password. So you're like, Chris, how you messing up that password? I messed it up again. What? There you go. So yeah, we were able to append the dir command and see all the directories on the computer. So we can basically add a path and then the malware we have saved onto, and that's basically what the Python console is going to be doing. it's basically going to say, hey, let's run, let's install the keylogger. So it will SCP the keylogger. We can also do exfiltration, right? So we can do SCP. If you guys don't know what SCP is like secure copy. So we can download files off of the computer and upload files onto the computer. And we have a hidden administrative account. Super cool, super cool. So the only thing is we don't have this IP address. So we need the rat to give it to us. So let's figure out how we can do that. And then, so the rat installed a SSH table. Yeah, okay. No, I think he's a lot more efficient than rather than having the victim connect to your PC, execute commands, the command line. Yeah, basically we have like full like remote access and can just install all the tools that we want. Let me see if, so how can we just email ourselves or if, oh, let me just, you know what, Google, we have, you know, the internet right in front of us. Get local IP address, PowerShell to get an IP address. I just need the syntax. All right, that looks like the actual IP address. You know what? To be safe, I'm gonna go on my face real quick, just so that way I don't accidentally reveal the, you know, IP address if it is the right, you know, the wrong IP address. I mean, well, technically, it's going to be the right or wrong one either way if there's port forwarding on it. All right, I don't know why PowerShell is tripping for me. Okay, we're good. I can show you, I think. Let me check. All right, cool. We're good. All right, yeah. So we'll get this, but we only need this line. How do we get the single IP address? Wait, can't you just IP config on the shell? Yeah, we can, but we need the single IP address alone. I mean, we can just email ourselves this entire thing, but that's like a lot, and we only need the actual IP address. I want the code to be a little bit more, you know, simplistic and not unnecessarily long. How do we just get just? Oh, okay. This is right here. This is. Wait, you couldn't just give me the code? I had to like. Hello? What? All right. Now I just have to copy it onto low notepad. All right. Let's try this. So we have our get IP net address, and then family IPv4, and then TAC interface alias, and then Ethernet. Oh wait, we don't want. Oh, will we know if they are Ethernet or not? Will that work either way? Can we just do Ethernet? And then dot IP address. All right, in theory, that should work, right? All right, let's paste this. That's not what I meant to do. Control A. Copy, and then paste. Let's go. There you go, guys. All right, now we have simply and purely the IP address. All right, so what we can do is throw this into, oh, I didn't actually mean to do whatever I just did. There you go. So let's write control, and there you go. So we'll just get that at the top with the rest of the general variables right here. So $IP is equal to that. Awesome. So now what we need to do is just set up SMTP. The problem is I can't give an email to this because I know you guys, or at least one of you guys, will change the password. So I need it so it can be configurable for you guys. So what we need to do is in our initial file, what's our initial.cmd? Yeah. I need this to create a file for, yeah, so it'll run that wget cmd. Before we do that, we need to create set up smtp. All right, so we'll have our file right here, and we can just call this smtp. Oh, we need to save this to like the startup. Yeah, so how do we? So cd to % startup %. Oh, so if we're already in the startup directory, you can just save it as smtp.txt. All right, and this will, or can we save it as a ps1 maybe? Oh, but that might erase like malicious alerts and stuff. So we'll do txt for now. And then what we can do is echo, and then we need a $, username, or we'll just call this uname is equal to, you know what? Why remake code when you can use your old code? You know what I mean? So let's go to my old code for SMTP. And if, for the record, if you guys don't know what SMTP is, it's basically just email. And then p.ps1, I think. Yeah. So we'll just have this. All right, so you need to put your email and password in there for the SMTP stuff. And then where's the actual SMTP process? Right here. Perfect. We're just going to get one of these. All right, so let me paste this in here, and then we're going to tab that over. Awesome. So logs equals, oh yeah, so the logs that we're sending, we're just going to send the IP address. That's all we're sending. So we can delete this, or we could create a configuration file with more information. Actually, we only need the IP, and then you guys can run the reconnaissance scan in the terminal, in the console. Yeah, so we only need the IP address. So it'll give us email, and then subject. But no, we do need the configuration file, right? So how do you, oh my gosh. I almost choked on my own spit on stream. How long have we been streaming? Hour 42? All right. We have remote access, which is good. I'm very happy about that. So now all we need to do is get this IP address and the configuration files. How do we want to do that? We don't really need, yeah, echo subject. So it'll get the username of the computer, and then it will echo this thing. All right, I'm just gonna copy this. Wait, Alt Shift down, right? Hey, look at that. Hold on, let me copy this. Hold up, wait. I want to try this now because we actually have an opportunity to use it. There you go. All right, so this in theory should send the email with the IP address. Instead, what we need to do is create a file and write all this file, all the stuff to this file. How do we want to do that? All right, so we can create a new item. Copy. Oh yeah, like new, and then what's the $sign log file? So wait, path. Oh, tag path, and then you add the path of that. Okay, so we're going to have this be stored in our working directory that's in the temp. So the only thing you guys actually need to edit with this whole thing is this, to add your Gmail username and password. So this whole thing is done, right? Now what we need to do is basically make a file. So we can just do an echo $$ $IP. Oh, wait. Do we have the IP address in here? No, we don't. Installer. Wait, do we? Where do we get the IP address? Did we put that in our installer thing? Yeah, this is where we put it. All right, yeah. We're going to take that out of there and then put it in here. There you go. Echo. And then this gets the IP address. We don't need to echo the echo the $IP address. We can do IP colon $IP. So we can do if line starts with and Python and then get that IP. And then we can have our this into the $ environment username dot we'll just do, it's like CFG, like its own like file extension with its own stuff. I don't want to just, we can do that .rat. Let's have our own extensions. We're cool like that. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead. All right. What are we doing? I always forget. So we get our wget file. Before we even do that, actually, what we should do is, send the email with the IP address. And then all we need to do is, it'll create that smtp.txt, and our installer will recreate that smtp.exe into a it will move it, right? So in PowerShell, I think it's just the word move, right? Move. Is that what it is? Or is it like MV? Well, it's PowerShell, so it uses Linux syntax. So before we change directories into our path, let's smtp process. So we can move, make the directory in our path, right? So before we actually cd there, we can move the smtp file, which is in the startup directory. Do we have the startup directory saved? Path, initial directory. That's fine. So move $initial directory slash actually, I don't think we move initial directory and then smtp.txt to our current directory slash and then smtp.ps1 and then slow it down. All right, and then we can slash smtp.ps1, and that should send us the credentials, right? Does that make sense? Right? Can I test that on the Windows computer? Where is that? So if I go in my startup directory, make a new file, we'll just call it text document, so smtp, right? If we have a PowerShell and we cd into the startup directory, all right, so copy. Actually, no. Well, actually, we'll need that path, but we actually need is our temp directory. Do we have a random? We do. Perfect. So let's copy this path. All right. So cd into this. cd into this. There you go. So what we can do is move. Where's the start directory? Cool. So move startups and then slash smtp.txt into our current directory as smtp.ps1. All right, and if I list, let's go. That's exactly what we need. All right, so in theory, that should work. It didn't hide our onlyrat file, unless if we move it to like a .onlyrat or something. We'll figure that out later. What was I trying to do? We don't need this anymore because it's in our code. Yes, close without saving. Right control and then VS Code DM. All right, in theory, this should work. We have our wget file, right? That's not the right file. Initial.cmd. All right, so this should be red robot cs. Do I remember the password for this random account I made? I also shouldn't show this on stream, so I'm going to move this over here. Let me also go over here and see if I can sign in properly. I'm gonna move the chat window to the far right. There you go, so I can see it. Does that? There you go. All right, perfect. Super quick. I'm use restroom. Come back, and then we can get this working. So I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's get back to work. Let me check my stuff. All right, what was I doing? Could someone like go back through the stream and just count how many times I forgot what I was doing? Cool. All right. Welcome. Thank you. First of all, I'm super happy we have remote access now. As soon as we get this SMTP thing working, we're good. We're good. So let me get everything set up. What do I need? I literally forgot the password for that Gmail. 2583. No, that's not it. VS. Oh, got you. I know you guys can't see my screen. I mean, there you go. There. Come to days and nothing but silence. Oh. All right. So let me copy all this. Cool. Example, and then this word. All right, cool. So, in theory, this should work, right? This is, you'll put your email in here and password in here. Let me go onto Visual Studio Code. All right, so real quick, I want to not show you guys my screen. If I could speak English. Control A, Control O. Download. So yes, select folder. All right, the initial.cmd. All right, so time to go on my face. Perfect. Paste this in here. All right, in theory. All right, let me delete this real quick before I show you guys the hopeful final result. All right, back on my screen. There you go. All right, this should hopefully work. Oh, I didn't even push it to the GitHub yet. It's not gonna work. Let me, what is this going to be? Attempt 9, I think. There you go. All right, now it should work. All right, attempt 9, guys. Let's do this. All right. That clearly didn't work. All right. See, like the thing is, view. Like every time, you know what? I'm gonna just move this over here. Try to see if I can do. All right, let me add a pause to the end of this, so that way we can see what's going on. Pause. All right. Yeah, it's kind of hard to stream parts like this where I have like open credentials and such. There you go. Let's try this again. Initial. Why is that not running? It's probably because of the SMTP stuff. Is there any way I can have this like on multiple monitors? You know, there may be. There just may be. It's probably in the machine settings. Display, remote display recording. Monitor account 1. Oh yeah, I would have to turn it off and stuff. Yeah, we're not doing that. So I guess I'm just gonna have to keep dragging this window back and forth until I get it to work. Right control. All right. So add echo off. Let's get rid of this add echo off. All right, and all right. This is going to be so tedious. All right. In order to save ourselves some time, the startup directory automatically deletes, so we can get rid of that. And then the users, we don't really need to check anymore for now. So we'll just have these two. And hopefully this will be enough. Alright, so run the initial. It just closes. Oh my gosh, guys, what is going on? Did the initial just like get broken? Alright, you know what I might do? I can just... There you go. You're just going to see my face back and forth until we fix this. I'm so sorry. Because I can't show the Gmail credentials. Oh, you know what I could do? I could cut it out. I mean, but I don't know if I can do that actually. I mean, all it needs to do is write a file. Because we see into the startup directory. Oh, do I have to echo this and then... Oh, is that what I need to... I need to echo that first, I think. Alright, so then let me scroll down. Alright, and then minimize. Show my screen. Honestly, if like half of my viewership like weren't hackers, I would just show you guys the credentials, but I wouldn't do that. That would be really dumb. Oh, did that work? I think that's what worked. Oh, and it created the file somewhere. Yugosli. Oh, it created this. Is it going to run the registries too? There you go. Okay. So it should have created a alright, so I guess that worked, I think, because we need to see if the startup directory is there. So let's go into here, and then we're getting close, guys. We're getting really close. It's not even funny. I need to go into the startup directory though. So this PC, C, users, red row. Oh, wait, is the only rat user gone? Is it hidden? I have no idea. It doesn't really matter at this point. Users, and then app data, roaming, Microsoft. I've gone to the startup directory so many times, it's literally like hard-coded in my memory. $ environment. So this is the SMTP file. Let's open it with Notepad. No. Okay, so that did not work out at all in any way, shape, or form as it was anticipated to. Let me go back on my face. Where did that environment variable come from? Oh, what I also should do is whip out Firefox and sign into the Gmail. I can do that. All right. How long? Oh, we're on the 2-hour mark. I don't know. How much longer should we go, guys? I'll leave this up to you. Like another half hour? I'm happy we got that remote access. The remote access was killer. That's what we really needed to get done. Oh, I signed into the wrong Gmail, Fred. Sign in. All right. I am so sorry, guys. This is killer. I love you guys just, watching my face. Ugh. I forgot. I accidentally turned that on my watch and I have no idea how to turn it off. Like, at all. I would probably have to, like, Google the instructions or something. Yeah, the testing email. Your password was changed 3 months ago. Oh, no. Is that right? Oh, so I had the wrong password. That's why it may not have been working too. That's where. All right. So, all right. Hopefully, we can get closer. I might do this part off stream because I don't know. It's like you guys are only looking at my face right now. Let me change it. You would when the victim user notice his cam is on. Oh well. I don't know about webcams, but I know there would be a red light if it's on. There's a way to bypass it. All right, let's run this. Yeah. All right, so let's see if we can. All right, so we should have a new folder. It shouldn't be this Y Glizzy one because that was the previous one. Yeah, it should be this AXK whatever. So it's going to bypass the registries. Yeah, but in our startup directory, we have this environment variable. All right, we need a better way to SMTP this information because it clearly is not working. Like, I don't know what the best way to do this is. Yeah, these are just. This is the same email I used for the Ducky logger. I just kept it so that we can do testing and stuff. What about having webcam recording live? You can have a way to view the desktop live through RDP, but I don't know if you can view the webcam live. But you can take pictures with their webcam and have it be emailed to you. All right, I think for now, let's just have it email us the username and let's just have it email us the IP, and then next stream we can figure out the configuration files because we're starting to hit the 2-hour range. So we'll have their username, their password, and then they need to email the IP address. That's it. So we can have it output as a .ps1, and then actually we'll need to change code on this end as well. What we need to do is in our installer, we're going to just completely ignore. It should be in the startup directory, no? So we can send IP to attacker. So we can / or smtp.ps1. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How we doing? How we doing? This is in the startup directory, right? The initial directory is in the startup directory, and then runs that smtp.ps1, and then our initial.cmd. So I'll put this as smtp.ps1. What we could do, let me check my Control-Shift-E, malware, cd into spammer, I think, and then cat message box. So there is no echo at the beginning. Interesting. I thought there was. All right, I guess not. Let's go into our actual VS Codium. Yep. And then let's go to our initial. Oh yeah, so that's how it's supposed to look like. Okay, so I was just doing it wrong on the Windows side. And output it to an SMTP1. So this needs to be smtp.ps1. And then this is what's going to be run by our PowerShell, which means we can get rid of this line, and we're only emailing us the IP address. And then we can have the rat build it off of that IP address if we want to. Network credential, email password. All right. So in theory, this should work. Cool. So you would need to put your username and password in there, obviously. So let's go ahead and update this. This is going to be attempt 10. All right. So if I run this on my Windows computer, we should get an email. So I'm going to run this on my Windows computer. All right, give me like 32 seconds to run it on my Windows computer. Let me find the file. All right, there you go. So I'm running it now. Oh, it didn't work. Why is it not working? Okay, let me check this again. Malware, cd into spammer, and then cat the message box program. All right, so cd's into this directory, right? And then, yeah, we can just create files, right, with this, and then output it as a CMD file, or whatever file we want to have it be outputted as. Why is this not working on the Windows side? For those who are not ready in the server, come and jump in, hang out with us. The link is pinned in the chat. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Join the Discord server. Oh, wait. I have an idea. Just to confirm, let's go ahead and go on to repositories. Where's the SMTP or DuckyLand SMTP? Yeah, we're going to need our PowerShell code right here, because at the end we outstring. That's the syntax, outstring. So let's copy this, and we're going to go into. All right, I'm going to have to do this on both Linux and Windows at the same time. So when we get this IP address, we're going to have to output it as a string. And then the rest of this should be pretty straightforward. Oh, or what we can do is do a PowerShell and then Alt-Shift down these. Whoops. All right. Let me check something. You guys that are not in the server are going to miss out some. I'm going to miss on the Amigo fun. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of fun on that server. I can't even lie. I'm on there all the time. Let's go ahead and format this, right? So what we're going to have this do is basically just become like a single beautiful smexy one-liner. All right, and then yeah, so we're just going to do start from the bottom. All right, start from the bottom. I'm not finishing this. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and delete this, and then finally, there you go. So we have this beautiful one-line string. Nope, we're not even going to have it output as a file anymore. We're just going to have it do it in one line. This is definitely not sketchy at all. Don't worry, I promise you it's not sketchy. We'll definitely figure out an alternative for this, like eventually, but but until then, let's see if this works. So I'm going to copy this and put this in the Windows version, and then replace the email with the actual email for this testing, Red Robot CS. Feel free to email me at this testing email, get on stream. And then the temporary password. All right, I think this is what should work, right? So in our installer, we just need to, wait, does this create it in the startup directory? Do we cd into the startup directory? We're already in the startup directory. Oh, so we don't need to run anything, right? Yeah, so we can just delete this. Yes. Yes, perfect. All right, what attempt is this? Attempt 11. All right, oh my gosh. All right, so let's go on here so that way you guys can see the inbox. I'll refresh it just so that way it's all nice and up to date. So if I run the malware on my Windows computer, it doesn't work on my Windows computer. Why does it not work, guys? What's going on here? Echo off. Let me just do, I guess, run this line in our Windows PowerShell and see if anything goes wrong. Oh, is LSA not enabled? I'm a little like such a noob for this. LSA, please tell me you're not enabled. I mean, is Less Secure Apps is now on. There you go. Wait, so if I hold up. If I run this in my PowerShell. Oh, let's go. Let's go. So the syntax works. This PowerShell syntax works. That's so confusing, guys. So it looks like the syntax is now working. So if I go on my Linux version, let's make sure that's up to speed. Yeah, so that looks fine to me. Okay, cool. So this should work because we have LSA. I completely forgot about LSA. So instead of retro logs, the thing can be IP. And then we can go on to only rat. Let's do only rat, and then all right, cool. So let me copy this line into our Linux version. I know this must be kind of weird for you guys. I'm so sorry. But I can't show the password because there's going to be that one viewer who's going to change the password. So let's change this section right here to this only rat. There you go. All right. So that should work now. So if I run this on our Windows computer, it didn't ask for so why is this not working on Windows? So don't forget to bring the GIMP mask. That was funny. If you guys haven't seen the picture of me and Masi running into each other on Amigo, that was funny. Oh my gosh, guys, this is like annoying. Because the PowerShell syntax works, but it doesn't work in oh my gosh. All right. Like if I run the PowerShell syntax alone, it'll send us the email. Yeah, let me give you guys some context, right? So when I run this and this alone in the PowerShell file, it works. All right, with the proper email and the proper password. The problem is when we run this file, this doesn't work. Why? I have no idea. Can I do like a I have no idea why this is not working. All right, let's make this the first thing that this file does. SMTP. Before we even get the rat on here, we're just going to make it the first thing that this file does. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this out. There you go. And then we're going to go right up here and boom. So let's see if this will get the rat onto the computer. So let's go ahead and go back to our Firefox. Right, if I refresh it, I'll go ahead and refresh it just so you guys can see a little bit better. Oh, is my camera not on? Oh, my camera's broken. That's what it is. Oh, okay. Let me fix my camera again. There you go. Yeah. I know Monty knows why the camera's broken. If you guys are on Discord, you guys will know why the camera's broken. Alright, yeah, let me try running this. Yeah, the file isn't working with the SMTP. We have remote, like, without it, the file works for remote access. Bro, say E. I wish you guys, come on, get on the Discord. Alright, so we have remote access, which is good. I think I'm going to cut out this SMTP part. And then that will be the goal of next stream, because the stream's starting to get a little long. So I'm going to close this. I will of course push this to the GitHub. We're going to comment this section out though, because We don't want to ruin the working code. Let's make sure the code works before I even end the stream. Let's make sure that if I comment out this PowerShell syntax, the code will still work. Yeah, so it literally is just the PowerShell code. That's it. This program works perfectly fine, but this PowerShell code, like, it literally is still like perfectly fine. Because right now Windows is working perfectly fine, or the payload's running fine on Windows. Snap, I need to go catch up on the Discord. Oh yeah, so it works on. I know you guys can't see it. So let me go ahead and. Cool. So we can save that machine state. But yeah, the code does work, guys. We have remote access. That was the goal. So we can say remote access. Remote access. There you go. Cool. So let's go ahead and if I go on the GitHub, I think. Yeah, let's refresh this. Yeah, so it does work if you guys want to. Okay, I say work very loosely. It's still definitely incomplete. But it does get us remote access now. So all we need to do is get onto. Next stream, we'll figure out how we can get the SMTP working. So where's our roadmap? Hide only rent user. So let's SMTP workflow. There you go. Send attacker IP. All right, cool. Let me add this to the GitHub so we can do updated changes. Your branch is not up to date. What do you mean it's not up to date? Git add all, git commit tech m. Please, for the love of God. Git push, or do I have to do a git branch? Main. All right, there you go. And then git push tech u origin main. All right, so now if I go on the internet. Oh, did I close the tab? Seriously? Whoops. There you go. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So if we go on only wrap, all right, it's not going through. I mean, the code still works. I just want you guys to make sure you guys have the latest version. Yeah, let me do this. All right. Anyways, I mean the code's up here. I mean, like if we go on to initial. Oh, so it isn't up to date. Initial.cmd. Yeah, it's not up to date. Wait, what on earth is going on? Cat init initial. Yeah, there's like this whole section right here. Git add all, git commit tech m. Please again git push tech u origin main. Is that right? All right, so if we go on GitHub and refresh, please again, there you go. All right. I think that worked. So if we go on this, yeah, it has the PowerShell. All right, cool. So we're good. We're good. The code is officially updated. It is in the link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Otherwise, I think that's going to be the end of the stream. We got remote access to the Windows computer. The only thing we need to do now is have the rat send us the IP address so that way we know what computer to connect to. Instead of scanning the entire network looking for things that have SSH open. But hey, you know, that was some good progress, guys. We made some really good progress today. We have an administrative account on the system that's hidden. We have remote access. All we need is to get the IP address off of the computer and sent to us. And then what we can do is have that configuration file so that way we can use it on that specific target computer. And then the actual rat connection system is done. All we need to do is make the console. And then once we make the console, the rat is done, right? It's done, but it has no modules. So after that, we're going to be making modules. So we'll make the keylogger, then we'll make the screenshot thing, and then we'll make, I don't know, webcam, all the other malicious code, stealing web credentials, history, the whole nine. So I know you guys keep asking, like, when is this going to be done? This is like the next best step, right? We literally just got remote connection. So next stream, we're going to get the IP address, which should be hopefully straightforward. I might try to do that off stream so that way I don't have to keep showing, like, going on and off my face and such. But yeah, you're a buff lord. Appreciate it. But yeah, good progress, y'all. Good progress. Once we get that console done, we're pretty much going to be done. And then we'll just start building malware. So I'm thinking, like, once we get I think if I get the other thing, like the IP address thing off stream, because I keep showing my face on and off, we'll just build the console next stream, and then the rat will be done. It just won't have any features. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in today's stream, and I'm gonna go on Discord, hang out with the boys and girls and pals. So get on Discord. If you're not on Discord, it is pinned in the chat at the top. I've talked long enough, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to stay happy, stay positive, and as always, happy hacking.